Chaminade. I'm Eric Carretero, working in missions. I have Cole with me. He's looking at going to Chaminade. Cole, what do you like about Chaminade?
They're good at sports.
All right, what sports do you like to play, Cole?
Basketball and soccer.
Basketball and soccer. Who's going to win the game tonight, Cole?
Chaminade.
Chaminade. All right, Cole, thanks for participating. Next up, we have Chase here. Chase is where do you go to school, Chase?
Mary Queen of Peace.
Mary Queen of Peace. Good school in Webster Groves. Yeah? And you're looking at going to Chaminade next year? Why are you looking at going to Chaminade?
Sports mainly.
Sports? What about our academics? You a pretty good student?
Yeah.
Good student too? All right. Chase, who's going to win tonight? The Red Devils?
Yep.
Red Devils?
Yeah.
All right.
Red Devils.
Good. Come on up. Next up we have, what's your name, young fella?
Sean.
Sean. Sean, what is your favorite thing about Chaminade?
There's sports and academics.
Sports and academics. What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Math? What do you like about math?
There's one answer.
There's always one answer to math. All right. What sports do you play?
Soccer and basketball.
Basketball. All right. Who are you rooting for tonight?
Chaminade.
All right. Thanks for participating. All right. We got Miles up. Miles, what school do you go to?
Wild Horse Elementary.
Wild Horse Elementary. All right, Miles. And who's going to win the game tonight?
Chaminade.
Chaminade. What grade are you in, Miles?
Fifth.
Fifth grade. Miles in fifth grade. Why do you want to come to Chaminade, Miles?
I like their sports.
Great sports. All right. Thanks, Miles. Thank our guys for our basketball ball boys for coming out tonight. Can I get a go, Red Devils on three? 1, 2, 3.
Go Red Devils!
Nice. Thanks, fellas. All right, guys, come over here.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Gracious and loving God, we come to you today with great thanks and praise. In a special way, we give thanks for the gifts and talents of the young men gathered today. We ask your blessings upon them and pray that you protect them and keep them free from injury. Please inspire the players, coaches, and those gathered to support Chaminade and Cspn to be people of great sportsmanship and respect, knowing that we do all things to give you glory. We pray for the intercession of Mary in our lives and ask that you allow us to continue her mission of bringing Christ to the world. In Chaminade we pray together, may the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit be glorified in all places through the Immaculate Virgin Mary. Amen. And now it's time for the national anthem.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this matchup tonight between Chaminade, sporting their McBride uniforms, versus DeSmet. Chaminade comes into this game with a record of 14-1, DeSmet with 3-10. Chaminade defeated DeSmet in the previous matchup. And Jason Tatum had 18 in that one, Grant Hollander 17, and Mike Lewis had 13. Chaminade was 2-0 against DeSmet last year, with our first victory here on this court last year, coming with Jason Tatum's first career buzzer beater, an amazing three from Bradfield range for one of the Red Devils. It is back here tonight as Chaminade wins the tip. For the third straight game, the starting lineup for your Red Devils is Mike Lewis, Reggie Crawford, Mike Lewis, Tyler Cook, and Jason Tatum. Quick turnover gets it over to Chaminade. It'll take me a second out here to get the numbers down for DeSmet as the program has them wrong. So my apologies. Jake Randall has the ball right now, number 12. And he gets the layup up and good. DeSmet takes the early lead 2-0. Jason gets it over to Grant for the three. Grant Hollander starts it off well after going scoreless in the championship game of the Kirkwood tournament last Saturday against Kirkwood. Number 23 gets it up and gets the friendly roll. That's number 23, Magellis Mansoray. Grant stops, pops, way short, rebounded by number 22, Griffin Palmer. Number 10, Dedrick Camardi brings the ball. Randall gets it over to Magellis. Down in the post, up top, number 20, Marcus Jester, no good, rebounded by Magellis. Free throw line jumper is no good, rebounded by Jason. A lot of contact there, but Jason able to corral it. Foul on the floor, that basket will not count. Number 20, Marcus Jester defends Jason. Over to Reggie in the corner. Reggie's caught. Gets over to Mike Lewis, who saves it. Stops, pops. No good. Rebounded by Reggie. Reggie forces it up. No good. Rebounded by Mikey. Gets it up. No good. Rebounded by number 12, Randall. And DeSmet out on the break. Jester. Blocking foul on Grant Hollander. Jester tried to step around him, but hit him a little bit. That'll be a foul on Grant, and Jester will go to the free throw line. First one up and good by Jester. The scoring has been tough for DeSmet as I didn't even know this was possible. No player on their team averages more than 6.8 points per game. Their highest scorer is Mitch Plasmeyer, who averages 6.8 points per game. Jester no good on the second, rebounded by Tyler, and Jason will lead the break. Gets past Jester, over to Mike Lewis. Jason drives, gets it. Garrett Roberts has checked in, along with Damon Patterson for Reggie and Grant Hollander during that last foul break. Jason goes off the back of DeSmet and gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Jason, very good foul shooter, coming in this game shooting 84%. Slick move there by Jason. But back to Garrett Roberts and David Patterson. Garrett sat out three straight games due to headaches and an eye injury that he sustained in practice. And David Patterson was moved to the bench due to his major struggles. In his last 4 games, David is 3 for 27 on his last 27 shots. Damon has hit 3. And on his last 23 three attempts, Damon's hit 3. So he's been struggling major. He's had 2 games where he hasn't even hit a shot. He's been 0 for 6. Garrett Roberts with the steal, gets it up, no good. But Garrett will go to the free throw line for 2. Garrett making his 13th appearance of the year and the 16th game of the year for the Red Devils. Sorry, making his 13th appearance. Only his 2nd game coming off the bench. Garrett's been struggling from the free throw line so far this year. Only 12 of 23 when he shot over 86% last season. First one drops for Garrett. Number 13, Matt Winter, has checked in for the Spartans. Garrett Robert hits them both from the line, and Chaminade's lead is 7-5. Winter on the break. Winter gets it over to Randall, over to Dedrick Camardi. Camardi gets it down in. Shot, oh, it looked like it was blocked, but they're going to say that Griffin Palmer was hit on the hand by Jason. Jason's first foul. Bottoms for Palmer. Ladies and gentlemen, this crowd tonight is incredible. It's spilling over into the walkways here as Palmer hits a 2nd free throw. McBride night always gets a great attendance here, not only from the McBride alumni, but from students and parents alike, because they like to see all the people that come out to watch. Garrett gets it down to Tyler. Tyler triple teamed, gets it over to Damon in the corner. Damon too strong, rebounded by Tyler. Tyler gets it over to Mikey, hits the floater. Damon continues his struggles as Randall is trapped. And he gets it over to Vagelis Mansoray. Foul there on Tyler Cook. He fouls Griffin Palmer, and Palmer hits the shot. Score tied at 9, 4:52 left here to go, and Palmer will go to the free throw line. Palmer, no good, rebound. Last touch by Tyler, but it looked like he was fouled by Randall, but no call. Winter to inbound, gets it over to Randall, defended by Garrett Roberts. Up top to Cromartie. Winter gets over to Randall, over to Cromartie. Gets to Mansoray, up. Good. DeSmet takes a lead again, 11-9. Some inspired play here from DeSmet. Mike Lewis. Assist there by Garrett Roberts, and Mike Lewis has continued his hot play. Michael Lewis, Grant Hollander, and Jason Tatum were named to the all-tournament team after Chaminade took home the victory in their 3rd tournament of the year in the Kirkwood tournament. Mansoray, he traveled there, but no call. Timeout by Frank Bennett as DeSmet leads 13-12 over the Chaminade Red Devils. 3:57 left here to go. You know, it's interesting here. DeSmet's on pace to score about 52 points. And if they didn't score the rest of this quarter, they'd be on pace to score 52 points total. And they only scored 36 points in their loss to Chaminade on last Tuesday. left out there of Tatum, Patterson, Cook, Lewis, and Roberts. Number 30, Darian Harris, checks in for DeSmet. Last touch by Damon. Turnover, Chaminade. Tyler tried to nice little pocket pass there to Damon, but no good. Mansoray over to Harris. Winters with the dirty flow. Oh, they're gonna say a foul there on Damon Patterson as he forced the ball loose. Matt Winters, sophomore guard, gets it into Dedrick Camardi. Griffin gets it over to Mansoray. Mansoray over to Harris. Ball stolen away by Mike Lewis. Foul on DeSmet. It will be Chaminade basketball. That foul was on Dedrick Cromartie as he tried to stop the break there by Mike Lewis. Jason defended by Winter. Gets over to Garrett. Garrett the drive, up, shot no good. Rebound tipped. Oh, beautiful play as Garrett tipped the rebound over to Tyler for the easy layup. Mansoray throws it up, no good, rebounded by Damon. Gets it over to Mikey, to Damon, to Jason. Chaminade's gonna look to pour it on here, under 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Jason now has 5. Griffin up top to Mansoray for the easy shot. Damon. Ball out of bounds. It will be DeSmet basketball as Damon looked to throw to Jason, but Jason wasn't looking to catch. Another turnover here for Chaminade. Turnovers have plagued them thus far. Darian Harris sits down, replaced by Jake Randall, who has a twin brother, Pete Randall, that's on the DeSmet team. Pete Randall, number 11, Jake Randall, number 12. Jake Randall throws it up, no good. Oh, tipped up and in, Vagelis, Mansoray. Damon, struggles are gone. Damon has finally broken open the bucket. And let's see if that shot there can finally get Damon going. Only sad part is that now he's just 4 of his last 29. As Randall answers with a 3 of his own. 1:30 left here to go in the first quarter, tied at 20. Reggie, too strong, rebounded by Palmer. Winter will bring the ball up. Ball's almost stolen. Palmer thinks he's hot. No good, rebounded by Trey Collins, who checked in. 1 minute left here to go in the first quarter. Jason crossover, spin move, jump ball. Possession arrow goes to DeSmet. Chaminade working out some half-court pressure here. Gets over to Cromartie. No good, rebounded by number 21. Gets it out to Matt Winter, who's no good. Rebounded by Cromartie. Number 21 is Tim Weber. Mansoray. over to Winter. Fakes the three. Stolen by Jason. Jason on the break. Fouled. Oh, they're going to say it was on the ground. His shot will not count. Number 11, Pete Randall checks in along with, looks like number 22, Palmer checks back in. So you got the twin brothers out there on the court. Trey Collins almost loses it. Trey is fouled. That'll save a turnover from Chaminade. 12.7 left here to go in the first quarter. Game all tied up at 20. Trey Collins at the free throw line as DeSmet puts Chaminade in the bonus. Trey is 4 of 9 on free throws in the year. Hits the first of the 1-and-1. Gets the roll there for Trey Collins. Chaminade still working out the half-court pressure. 8 seconds left, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, blocked by Reggie. Oh, they're gonna give him a foul though. And number 21, Tim Weber, will go to the free throw line. What looked like a great block there by Reggie Crawford. They gave him a foul. First one good by Randall, Darian Harris, and Matt Winter check back in for Cromartie and Palmer. Both are good there by Weber. Jason, oh, no good on the long shot. And the first quarter ends all tied up at 22. Some inspired play here by DeSmet as they look to go here for the upset. All the McBride people, all the McBride alumni, and everyone that makes McBride Night possible at Chaminade. It's truly a great night of students, parents, faculty, and alumni alike. All love to come back to school and celebrate this night here. Hollander, Lewis, Crawford, Tatum, and Cook out there for the McBride Red Devils. Cromartie, Mansoray, the Twins, and Palmer out there. Dunk by Jason Tatum. He lost one of the Twins, and then Mikey hit him with a great great pass for the easy dunk. Pete Randall, my apologies, too many P's. Over to Mansoray. Mansoray gets it to Randall. DeSmet takes a 1-point lead on that three by Jake Randall. Mike Lewis, no good. Rebounded by Reggie. Gets it over to Mikey. Mikey lost the handle, couldn't corral the pass. Another turnover for Chaminade. It'll be interesting to see how Chaminade responds here, being down 1 point or even close to what is clearly a severely less talented DeSmet Spartans team. Mansoray out to Pete Randall. DeSmet with a 4-point lead. The Chaminade student section is in shock here, as they can't believe what they are seeing after Chaminade destroyed DeSmet by almost 30 points at DeSmet's own arena just over a week ago. Down to Tyler Cook in the post. Gets it over to Grant. Grant with the fake, gets it over to Reggie for the 3. No good, rebounded by Jake Palmer, or Randall. Cromartie stolen away by Grant Hollander. He just picked his pocket. Over to Jason, 3, short, rebounded by Tyler. Tyler muscles up and no good. Tipped out, rebounded by Tyler. Tyler shot up, no good, rebounded by Mansoray. And he'll look to push. Grant Hollander got in his way. Pass over to Palmer, stolen away by Mikey Lewis. Gets it out to Big Ty on the break. Oh, he's fouled. He tried to get up and throw it down, but Cromartie got back and got him. Tyler will go to the free throw line for 2. Great foul there by Dedrick Cromartie as Tyler Cook shoots 51% from the free throw line as he went up for a huge dunk. If Tyler would have hit that, I think the crowd would have lost it. It's always good to see a big man out on the break. That foul is on Pete Randall. Nothing but net on the first free throw for Tyler. And Cromartie and Jake Randall check out. Winter and number 20, Marcus Jester, check in for DeSmet. DeSmet, a team of only seniors and sophomores. Interesting. There seems to be a lot of sophomore talent out in the St. Louis area, particularly in the MCC, especially here at Chaminade with Tyler Cook, Jason Tatum, Mike Lewis, and Will Gladson, who's injured with a knee injury out for the year, but is a great basketball player. They're all terrific talents out there for the Red Devils and proof of great things to come. Chaminade working out of a lot of pressure. Mansoray with a slick dribble loses Jason. Mansoray picks up his dribble though. Ball almost stolen by Jason. Jester pulls up. No good on the jumper. Rebounded. Give it to Pete Palmer. Ball's almost stolen by Jason. In the corner, Pete Palmer is trapped and he calls a timeout. Good idea there by DeSmet head coach Kevin Polker, as he saw his player was trapped, so he decided to call a timeout, save that possession, and what was most likely going to be a sure turnover. 28-26 DeSmet here. 5:32 left here in the first half. Palmer, Jester, Pete Randall, Mansoray, and Cromartie out there for the DeSmet Spartans as they're trapped there in Chaminade's corner. Pete Randall has to try to inbound the ball directly in front of the student section. Gets it into Palmer. Palmer over to Mansoray. Up top to Jester. Over to Randall. Palmer gets it up to Mansoray. Gets it over to Pete Randall. Pete Randall no good. Rebounded by Grant. Gets it out to Jason. Jason, a slick move. And they're going to say he traveled. Another Chaminade turnover. Turnovers have plagued Chaminade here. Winter checks in for DeSmet. Trey Collins has come in to replace Tyler Cook. Tyler needed just a quick little couple minutes of rest here. He'll probably check back in with about 4 minutes left in the first half. Lewis defends Randall. Trey Collins over to Matt Winter, defended by Reggie. Gets over to Randall. Gets over to Cromartie for 3. No good, rebounded by Trey Collins. Trey Collins free throw line jumper, no good. Jammed home by Jason Tatum. One hand put back by Jason. Tie the game back up. Mansoray on the drive, no good. Rebounded by Trey. Trey dribbles it, gets it over to Mikey. Mikey loses it, gets it up to Trey. Gets it up to Reggie. Reggie fouled and one. I think that putback dunk is just what Chaminade needs. And a beautiful pass there by Trey Collins gets over to Reggie, and Reggie will go to the free throw line and try to complete the three-point play. Reggie Crawford, the sophomore, while his shooting percentage hasn't been particularly good, shooting under 40% from the field, his free throw percentage is pretty good for a high school freshman, shooting just under 70. Lefty gets the tough bounce there by Reggie, can't get it. Chaminade lead 30-28, just over 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Ball tipped up, Palmer gets it over to Pete Randall. No good, rebounded by Reggie. Reggie gets it out to Trey. Jason calls for it. Over to Grant, to Damon, back to Grant. Grant on the drive, loses it, stolen by Mansoray. Mansoray travels, turnover, D. Smet. And Garrett Roberts and Damon Patterson check in. Reggie Crawford and Mike Lewis are replaced. Another big shout out to the JV Chaminade basketball team. They played a great game. Luke Stecklin put Chaminade up with a three-pointer with 3 seconds left to go in overtime, only for DeSmet to go coast to coast and get a layup to win the game. Chaminade working the ball around. A zone defense out here for DeSmet. Damon in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Palmer. Gets it out to Cromartie. Cromartie defended by Roberts. They're going to say Garrett Roberts fouls him as Mike Lewis gets prepared to check back in for the Red Devils. Winter gets the inbound, defended by Garrett. Garrett Roberts rocking the short shorts. Up top. Winter loses it. Timeout called by DeSmet as they couldn't get any offense going. 2:45 left here to go in the first half. Chaminade lead 30-28. After a very high scoring first quarter, tied at 22 apiece, the scoring is toned down here with Chaminade leading the second quarter, scoring 8-6. Winter calls out the play here. Chaminade working out of his zone defense. One twin to the other. Pete Randall over his brother Jake, and DeSmet retakes the lead, 31-30. DeSmet also in his zone. Damon up top to Garrett, gets it into Trey. Mike Lewis in the corner, 4-3, no good. Rebounded by Randall. Gets it over to Jake. Jake's shot up, no good off the backboard. Palmer's shot, no good, rebounded by Jason, and Jason will push. Shot up, good. Oh, they're gonna say it was on the floor. The shot will not count. Jason has 9 points thus far. Tatum, the 4th leading scorer in the St. Louis area, is averaging 25.6 points per game. He'll go to the free throw line as DeSmet has 9 personal fouls. Jason hits the first to tie the score up at 31. And Big Ty checks in for Trey Collins. And Harris and Mansoray check in for DeSmet. Jason gets the roll, and Chaminade retakes the lead. 1:50 left here to go in the first half. Chaminade still working out some pressure, but no longer a zone. Some man defense here for the Red Devils. They like their matchups out here. Mansoray is stuck. Ball tipped off the hands of Darian Harris. Harris, a big guy for a 5'10" man. Oh, they're going to call an illegal screen on Harris. He barely tapped Mike Lewis, but it was moving. Turnover, Chaminade basketball. DeSmet on pace to pass their score at their own home stadium against Chaminade some way early in the 3rd quarter. Zone defense here for the Spartans. Damon on the drive, fouled. Damon will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. That's one of the things that's been emphasizing Damon's struggles. He's been struggling to get to the free throw line, only 2 attempts in the past 4 games. Damon, a 77% free throw shooter. 20 of 26 on the year. Also take this time to give a big congratulations to the Chaminade hockey team who defeated Marquette last night 5-1 on senior night. All the goals were scored by seniors for the seniors, and senior Dan Kern picked up the win. The varsity playoffs will start at the beginning of next week.
Free throw line, he will shoot 2.
Darian Harris down on the post. His shot up, oh, circus shot there by Harris. He just threw it up and it went in. DeSmet only down 1, 45 seconds left to go. Foul on DeSmet. Foul on Pete Randall. Jason at the free throw line for 2 more shots. Not very exciting play here with all the fouls by DeSmet putting Chaminade at the free throw line. Chaminade's a team that isn't a very good free throw shooting team overall, just shooting 72% total as a team. Chaminade likes more to put their points on the board through threes and dunks. Jason goes 1 of 2 from the line there. Chaminad's lead at 2. And so it's hard for Chaminade to put in a rhythm if DeSmet just keeps putting them at the free throw line. Foul on Damon Patterson. That is the 17th foul on the Red Devils. It'll be a 1-and-1 situation here for the DeSmet Spartans. Jake Randall at the free throw line. And Grant Hollander checks in to replace Damon Patterson, who just picked up his 2nd foul of the night. Grant hit that first 3 of the night, but hasn't hit a shot since. Hasn't got much playing time since, as Randall hits the first free throw. Randall hits both of them to tie it up at 35, as Tim Weber checks in for the free throw shooter Randall. Cook, Roberts, Hollander, Lewis, and Tatum out there for your Red Devils. Ten seconds left here to go. Up top to Jason. Gets it up, Tyler. Mishandles, Garrett gets it up, layup good. And that'll end the first half as Chaminade takes the lead. 37-35 in the locker room. Not what Chaminade wanted here. They hope to come out firing here against DeSmet, but hopefully can come out in the second half and blow them away. Jack Ryder here, and I'll be back to you with the second half.
Hi, I'm Julian Mitchell with Cspn, and I'm interviewing
Mac. Jude.
Matt and June. So I have a couple questions for you guys. Why do you like Chaminade?
Because the shadow visit was great and the staff is very nice and my dad went here.
You know, same like he said, I really enjoyed the shadow visit and my dad went here too. So,
That's great. So what do you guys think of the basketball team? You having fun?
Yeah, totally.
you know, they're great. I like them.
Now what about Jason Tatum? He's our superstar here. What do you think of him?
He's pretty good.
I mean, he's the bomb, man.
I like that. So what grades are you guys?
5th.
5th grade.
That's great. Hi, I'm Julian Mitchell with CSPN, and I have Jacob here with me. Now, can you tell me what grade you're in?
5th.
Jacob's in 5th grade. Now, what do you like about Chaminade?
I just love the school. It's just so fun to be here, and it's just a great school.
Now, what do you think of our basketball team? You having fun tonight?
Yes, I am.
Now, we got Jason Tatum and a couple more guys who are great here, the superstars. What do you think of those guys?
They're ginormous. It is so fun to just watch them dunk and everything.
That's great. Thank you for the interview, Jacob. Hi, I'm Julian Mitchell with CSPN, and I have...
Jake Bauer, Quinn Reiser,
Now, what grade are you guys in?
4th, 5th.
Now, what makes you want to come to Chaminade? I know I'm putting you on the spot here. So, what do you like? That's all right. So, you having fun here at the basketball game?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Now, you guys got to see Jason Tatum tonight. He's our superstar here. What do you think of him?
He's really good, and I like him. He's awesome.
That's great. Now, any of you guys play basketball?
Yeah, I play. I don't.
So, since you play, you want to play on the basketball team when you come here?
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you.
as we prepare to start the second half between this surprisingly close matchup between the Chaminade Red Devils and the De Smet Spartans. De Smet coming in here with a record of 3-10 and no player averaging more than 6.8 points per game. And Chaminade coming in with 14-1, having a 25.6 points per game score in Jason Tatum. Chaminade defeated De Smet on last Tuesday by almost 30 points. And De Smet with I believe one more point will match the scoring total they had at their own home court. Cromartie, Jester, Mansoray, Palmer, and Jake Randall out there for De Smet, who will start the second half of the ball. Reggie, Grant, Mikey, Jason, and Tyler out there for the McBride Red Devils. Chaminade's going to look to start out this second half with a flurry to blow De Smet away real quickly. Inadvertent whistle, I believe, there. Or no, the clock started too late. Cromartie defended by Hollander over to Jester. Up top to Palmer. Jester. Randall. No good, rebounded there. Mansoray, his shot up and good. Reggie over to Grant. Down the post to Jason. Pass defended. Bad pass. Oh, good play there by Reggie. Last touch by Cromartie. Shot will remain. Chaminade basketball. Jason shot way short. Jason airball. You don't see that very often. And Jake Randall will lead the break. Chester gets it down into Mansoray, whose shot is up, no good, rebounded by Jason. Gets over to Grant. Down to Tyler in the post, his shot up, good. Assisted there by Mike Lewis. Cromartie air ball, but Reggie left without grabbing the basketball, and Palmer gets it back up and good. Jason up to Tyler, tip pass, slam. Tyler with the easy little one-hand jam. Put Chaminade back up by 2. Stolen by Tatum. Tried to lob it in there to Palmer. Mikey. Welcome back, Chaminade offense. This could be the run that Chaminade has been looking for. Mansoray in the post. His shot up, no good. Rebounded by Hollander. Jason drives, finger roll, foul.
Julian Mitchell joining Jack Raddick up here in the stands. Just for a minute, wanted to talk about Chaminade's three-point shooting. So far, they have shot three pretty well over their past games. How do you think that's going to benefit them in this game?
I mean, it's looking good for them. Mikey's been pretty pretty hot. And so if they can, and Grant's been doing pretty well, and so if Damon can get out of his struggles, which I mean, he's 1 for 2 for threes tonight, which I mean he missed one, but he hit one, which he's been struggling to do in the past 4 games. Jason 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Mansoray, ooh, what a pass to Palmer. But Palmer can't hit it, and Grant gets the rebound, and Grant will look up to push. Up to Jason, to Mikey in the corner. Short, rebounded by Tyler. And Tyler is fouled. 2 shots for Tyler Cook.
Chaminade has really made one that they needed to take this game.
These are tougher and free throws there by Tyler. Hopefully he'll be able to cash in on there. Too strong for a big tie. And Weber checks in for Mansoray. That was the first foul on Griffin Palmer. Big tie misses both free throws and a chance to extend Chaminade's lead past 6.
Men hoping to find some of their offense from the first quarter, for the first half, I should say.
Jester, Weber, Jester, Weber. Weber is not looking for his own offense though. Not even like trying to back down Jason. Cromartie defended by Hollander. Stolen by Tatum. From Grant. Almost gets a roll off the backboard. Jason was trying to lead the break by some great defense by Weber. Winter gets it down in. Shot up, no good by Weber. Rebounded by Big Ty.
The Smith just not coming out with the same offense they had in the first half.
Damon the floater, no good. Tyler can't corral the rebound. Mikey is able to corral it, and he's fouled by Weber.
Michael Lewis a little shaken up after that play.
Well, that's good to see Damon do it. You know, when you're struggling, the key is to get to the basket, try to get to the free throw line. Damon mostly a three-point shooter, but you need to see the ball go in the bucket.
They really need him to push it. He's a sharpshooter on this team. They need him to play well.
Foul on DeSmet. We're going to call it on Vigelis Mansoray. Mansoray, a transfer for DeSmet, averaging 6 points, 4 boards, and 2 assists in his first season for the DeSmet Spartans. Grant fakes the 3, gets it out to Tyler. Chaminade unable to beat their men here. Jason, can't tell if that was a foul or an attempted pass. Mansoray, smooth move, can't get it. Rebounded by Damon. Jason, he tries to go behind the back, but Big Ty can't corral it. Brent Hollander can. Gets up to Ty. Jason, foul. Crazy sequence there for both teams as Jason did a behind the back pass, then Tyler had to save it with a behind the back pass. It was all over the place there.
Turnovers have been the big thing for both of these teams. They've turned the ball over a couple of times. Chaminade with 4 turnovers and 3 for the Smith.
Jason Tatum will check out, replaced by Reggie. Winter, defended well by Micah Lewis, gets it over to Mansoray, defended by freshman Reggie. Mansoray shot up and good. Vagelis Mansoray with 14 points for the D. Smet Spartans. Grant, 3. Chaminade's lead at 8, 49-41. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Cromartie gets it over to Winter. Reggie defends Mansoray. Up top to Weber. Offensive foul on Vagelis Mansoray. That is Mansoray's third personal foul here. 1:39 left here to go in the third quarter. DeSmet trying to pressure the ball a little bit more here. Grant Hollander. Yeah, buddy. Grant Hollander, after going scoreless against Kirkwood in the Kirkwood Tournament Championship last Saturday, has 9 with 3 threes.
Beautiful passing by Chaminade. The offense is running smoothly.
Grant, who plays terrific defense, called for the foul there, and he wasn't happy with it, but gotta live with it. Ball stolen away by Reggie. Ball stolen away by Mansoray. Freshman mistake there. Traveling call on Vagelis Mansoray. Despite the 14 points for Mansoray, it's been a tough time. He's been throwing up a bunch of wild shots, had a couple of travels called against him. It's tough out there when it's your... What I heard over the summer is that he transferred from Lithuania, so this is really his first experience playing American basketball. So, I mean, it's tough out there.
He's doing well for his first experience. Those mistakes are going to come though, but he's doing all right.
Jason way short on that shot, claims he was hit on the elbow. He might have some room because Jason is rarely short on shots, especially ones from the free throw line. Grant Hollander goes for the steal. Cromartie makes him pay. 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Coach Frank Bennett tells his team to try to at least wait for one more shot. Over to Grant. Gets it up top to Tyler, over to Damon. Over to Jason. Gets it up to Tyler. Tyler fumbles it. Gets it. Up, tip, good. Tyler with a good little stat-stuffing technique. Missed your shot, and then offensive rebound, tipping it.
Just beautiful
Weber.
offense by shot.
Oh, he banks it in. Tim Weber. Woo. Tim Weber banks in the 3 on his first shot, or his first 3 attempt of the year. Tim Weber only averaging about 2 points a game, and he gets that 3 there to go. As he just threw it up and it hit the backboard.
That's one of those shots that you just pray to go in.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, you know? A surprising game here with Chaminade only up 8 here as we approach the fourth quarter against the DeSmet Spartans, who Chaminade beat by almost 30 just a week ago Tuesday.
Smets come out with a good offense. They're shooting well, despite some troubles in the third quarter. I think they're going to come out strong in this fourth quarter after that buzzer beater.
Let's hope so. there for the Red Devils: Hollander, Cook, Lewis, Tatum, and Patterson. Jake Randall, Vagelis, Mansoray, Griffin, Palmer, Dedrick Cromartie, and Pete Randall out there for DeSmet. Foul called on Pete Randall. And with that being the seventh personal foul on DeSmet, Jason will be at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 situation. Jason missed 2 free throws already today. Hits the first. Jason, no good. Jason's been struggling from the free throw line as of late. Usually shoots pretty well, but he's missed 2 or 3 free throws in every single game. And the last game he hit, I think it was 50% from the line, which is really uncommon for him. Nice pass over to Palmer, blocked by Jason. Gets it up to Damon. Damon on the break. Oh, they're gonna say it was a charge taken by DeSmet.
The crowd is not happy about that one.
That was Damon's 3rd personal foul. Cromartie defended by Hollander. Number 11's battle again with Pete Randall versus Mike Lewis. Mansoray in the post, guarded by Jason Palmer. Stolen away there by Damon.
More turnovers for this.
Damon slows it down, gets it over. Damon, no good, rebounded by Mansoray. The struggles continue for Damon Patterson. Jason fouls Mansoray, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. As Jason and Tyler couldn't decide who wanted to defend Mansoray, so nobody took him, and he's fouled and will go to the free throw line for 2.
It's better to have 2 shots at the line and give him an easy layup.
Especially with Mansoray shooting only 11 of 31 on the year from free throws. Looked fine there. I mean, I can kind of see why it's a little off. It's a bit of a quirky shot. Jason steps into a 3. Chaminade's lead 11. I think they called it a delay of game there on the Red Devils.
Smith trying to find something in their offensive game. They've been struggling for the first few minutes of this quarter.
Randall to Randall.
They need Randall to hit those 3s. He was hot in the first quarter. First half, I should say.
Grant Hollander answers with a 3 of his own.
Nothing like a good 3-point shootout.
I'm trying to read the scoreboard here, ladies and gentlemen. I think it says that Jake Randall has 18 points. Jake Randall averages 5 points a game. And he has 18, according to our scoreboard. Vagelis Mansoray only averages 6 points. He's got 15.
This has been some inspired play from this man's Spartans. I'm impressed with their play this game.
And then a little bit of a glass half empty, some uninspired defense by Chaminade. You held that team to 36 points in their own gym and you let them score 50 in yours. I'm not sure what's going on here. Mansoray tried to fake a three, but Jason wasn't buying it. Mansoray gets it up to Palmer. Timeout called by Smet. Chaminade will look to regroup here. Up by 9. 5:21 left here to go in the fourth quarter.
Chaminade looking to end this game in the Smith. Look wanting for a comeback. Just like to give a little shout out to the McBride alumni. He can score.
Lewis, Hollander, Tatum, Crawford, and Cook out there for your Green Devils. Cromartie, Pete Randall, Palmer, Darian Harris, and Vangelis Mansoray out there for the D-Smet Spartans. Reggie, short, no good. Foul on, they're going to say over the back on Jason. That'll be his third foul. Jason only 18 points thus far, but he's been helped out by Grant Hollander's 12 and Mike Lewis's 13 in addition to Tyler Cook's 10. It's been a spread out effort here by the Red Devils, which you always like to see, but a 9-point lead against a severely less talented team, that's not what you want to see.
Their offensive game's been good, but they've been letting these Spartans work their defense. It really gotta.
Pete Randall dribbles it off his foot. Backcourt violation on Pete Randall as his foot crossed that line. Tyler kick down the post, gets it up to Jason. Stolen. Darian Harris out on the break. Foul. Reggie Crawford on the foul, and that'll be Reggie's second.
That was nice. Nice to see a big man under the break.
You know, it's interesting when you see a lot of guys out there that you refer to as big men. They're usually like 6'5", 6'6" in high school. Darian Harris is only 5'10", but I hate to say it this way, he carries a lot of weight out there on the court. No good on the first one. 52% free throw shooter on the year, Darian Harris. And with that free throw, he drops to 50. No good, rebounded by Jason. Palmer came down hard on him, but they're not calling fouls for Jason here. 4:30 left here to go as Jason tries to figure out how to break down this Smet Spartan zone. Jason loses his footing. Timeout called by Frank Bennett as he was not happy with his offense. Starters back out there, still out there for your Red Devils. Grant gets it into Mikey. Reggie in the corner, doesn't like what he sees. Hold called on Darian Harris. Tyler Kugolo to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 situation, as that is the 8th foul called on D. Smet. Matt Winter checks in for Darian Harris. Tyler hits the first. Tyler hits them both. Nice shooting there by the big guy. Chaminade lead 11. 4 minutes left here to go. I'm sure this isn't what everyone expected when they showed up here tonight for this matchup against the 3-10 Spartans and the 14-1 Chaminade Red Devils, but you got a game out here as Palmer throws it away. But yeah, you got a game out here.
Yeah, it's been a good game, but some fans may be disappointed that it wasn't a complete blowout, but a win is a win.
Yep. Chaminade hoping to hold on here, just under 4 minutes left. Mikey Lewis is hot, ladies and gentlemen. He has had stellar play ever since he was put into the starting lineup.
Super sophomore, they call him.
His first year on varsity, he played JV last year due to the surplus of guards here. Oh, what a block by Mikey, but they're going to call a foul. What looked like a clean block from my angle was called a foul by the referee. Mikey's second foul. Palmer gets the roll. And Damon will check in for Reggie. Despite Damon's struggles, Coach Frank's not afraid to put him out there to try to get him back into his rhythm. With shooters, you got to get them into a rhythm, because when they're hot, they're hot. When they're cold, they're cold.
You're cold, shoes no. Just keep shooting and get out there shooting. Swing so hard though.
Tyler! The DeSmet defense fell asleep on Tyler, and Jason just got it up to him for the two-handed slam. Mansoray. Nice move up there by the jealous Mansoray. Jason defended by Randall. Oh, that's a foul on Jason. That is his fourth foul with 2:40 left here to go. And Darian Harris checks out. Jason doesn't usually get into foul trouble. He's averaging just under 2 fouls a game. And he'll sit down here and replaced by Reggie Crawford. If the game gets closer, Jason will definitely come in, as he is the heart and soul of the Chaminade offense. But Coach Frank can't risk losing him with 2.5 minutes left. Offensive foul on the jealous Mansoray. That is his fourth personal foul, and Darian Harris will check back in for him. Or no, sorry, he checks in for Jake Randall. Seems to be offensive, defensive subs out here for DeSmet. When they're on offense, they're subbing in Randall. When they're on defense, they're subbing in Harris. drop. Oh, what a tough shot there by Grant Hollander. Damon Patterson was screaming at Tyler. He was wide open, and by wide I mean by a country mile wide. Cromartie, no good, rebounded by Cromartie. Throws it up, no good, rebounded by Damon. Finally corrals it, gets it out to Mikey. Mikey gets it up, no good. Offensive foul over the back on Reggie Crawford. And Harris will get ready to check out for Jake Randall on that offense-defense sub. But Darian Harris is at the free throw line here, as that was another Chaminade foul, puts him at the line. Chaminade lead 14-1, 50 left here to go. Harris hits the free throw. He's 1 of 3 at the line tonight. And Marcus Jester checks in. For the first time in a while, he replaces Luke Randall. Sorry, Pete Randall, my apologies. Harris, no good. Last touch by DeSmet. And Jake Randall checks in for Darian Harris. Oh, whoa, a lot of contact and no foul. Oh, what a block by Reggie, but Chester tips it up and in. No foul call there on Grant Hollander. A lot of contact, but apparently no illegal contact. Especially with all that contact. .135 left here to go in the game. Chaminade leads 70-59. Country tonight for basketball. SLU defeated Lafayette at SLU 55-26, and CBC defeated Vianney at Vianney 56-49. Jason Tatum comes back in with 1:35 left to go. Foul on Jake Randall. Jason, no good on the free throw. Definitely struggling at the line, Jason is. Jake Randall just picked up his 4th personal foul. Jason 1-2 from the line. Chaminade lead 12. 1:20 left. Oh, Randall throws it up and good. Timeout, DeSmet. Crazy shot up there by Jake Randall, but he got it. Randall now has 20 points. The kid averages 5 points a game. He has 20 against what is supposed to be a stellar Chaminade defense. And Vangelis Mansoray has 17 to lead all scorers. The only Chaminade scorer Chaminade has four players in double digits. Jason Tatum leading the way with 19, but Jake Randall is the leading scorer for both teams.
Breakout game for him. And Chaminade
And the issue you see there for this defense, Chaminade only gives up about 50 points per win on defense, and right now they've given up 61. That's 11 more points, and they're right now 71 points scored. They're averaging about 74 per win. So I mean, Chaminade's right around their offensive average, but that defensive average is definitely going up in a bad way. Foul called on Marcus Jester. Jason will go to the free throw line and try to put this one away. And if he can make these two, I think that'll be able to finally put it away here. Nice roll there on the first. No good, Jason. And Griffin Palmer right to the Chaminade student section. And I think Jason may have missed one of those two free throws, but that turnover was the nail in the coffin of DeSmet. Under a minute left here to go. Garrett Roberts in. Foul called on Jake Randall, and he has fouled out of the game. That is his 5th personal foul. And his twin brother will check in to replace him. Mikey hits the first. Thrown up and in by Cromartie. Jason, ball tipped out of bounds. Oh, last touch off Jason's foot. It'll be DeSmet basketball. 35 seconds left here, but DeSmet has not given up, down by 11. For some reason, they have not given up. Mansoray on the drive. Foul called on Tyler. That's only Tyler's 2nd personal foul of the game. Mansoray, the 30% free throw shooter, at the line for 2. Good by Mansoray. Mansoray hits them both. Ball inbounded to Grant. Over to Jason. Jason drives past. Garrett is fouled, and we'll go to the free throw line for 2. Garrett tried to get around DeSmet and get it over to Tyler for the easy dunk, but instead he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Senior Garrett Roberts, averaging just under 4 points a game, has 4. Darian Harris checks in for Dallas Lansbury. G-Rob, no good on the first free throw. Garrett hits the second. Chaminade's lead at 10. 20 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe, sadly, this will be the second straight game in which fan favorite Connor Schumacher will not play after having played in the first 14 games. Marcus Jester gets Jason to buy on the pump fake. 2, 1. Chaminade takes this game 75-67 over McBride. 75-67 over DeSmet in their McBride uniforms for McBride night. Jason Tatum leads the way with 20. Jake Randall scores 24 DeSmet. And an all-out good offensive effort by the Red Devils. Poor defensive effort. Well, they've got some time to work on it.
They got a lot of time to work on their defense. Their offense, of course, has been great all season long. But that defense is really got to step up. Because when they play teams like CBC, they're going to need their defense to step up.
Definitely. And so I'm Jack Radtick here with my color commentator, Julian Mitchell. And we'll be back to you with the next Chaminade home game. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out on Twitter for all your Chaminade sport updates. Thank you and have a good night.